Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are, just coming home from work, looking to go to work, not going to work, having to deal with school, whatever it may be. Not sure the age group of my audience exactly, but welcome. Welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we're going to be doing another drive today. We're in a different vehicle. We're in the Volvo 2022 by Sanex. This is a modded truck available for download from the Steam Workshop. It is performance heavy. I have a fairly performance system. I can provide my specs if necessary, but if it is that this truck may not work on most lower end computers, probably not any laptops. If you are on a laptop, there is actually another mod that is more performant. I can't describe that to you, but let's start a drive and I'll keep talking. So we're just gonna picking up a delivery from this company here. I didn't pay much attention to the name of the company. It is FCP, whatever that means. We're gonna be transporting forklifts 11 tons to NBFC. We're gonna be going from Graz, which is where we currently are in Austria, to Budapest, sorry, I believe that's how it's correctly said, in Hungary. It's not a long trip. Well, it's 341 kilometers, but it's more of a trip just to try and explore the map. We're not making a lot of money off of this, but I took out a loan, so we're fairly stable financially ever since the last video. I kind of changed from the Mercedes as being the, oops, wrong button, from being the truck of choice and switched to this Volvo by Sanex, which is... Actually, did I accept the job? No, I set a GPS destination, but I forgot that I'm actually already here. There we go. Yeah, so we'll just put on the glass a little bit for an engine. Actually, just a tad. Yeah, so I switched to this truck in order to be able to play the Volvo by Sanex. It does take some modifications to have access to it from before level 6. So you just have to edit the file. I was able to do that. So I've been driving around for a bit. Stick with it for a time being. But hopefully until I have more levels and lots more money, so I can actually upgrade my garage so I don't have to constantly be changing the truck I'm driving. I think I may go for something rustic, like I was maybe thinking one of the Scania 4 series, the RGL Scanias, as maybe my other truck that I would drive for the series. But the problem with that is I want to use a V8 sound mod, but the V8 sound mod that are available are not available for my current level. Yeah, they're not available like that. So there's that. So we're gonna take this load out here and revolve with my silence here, and we're just gonna carry it out here to Hungary. So it's a pretty nice truck. Here from the outside. The engine sound mod, well, there's no mod. The default sounds are by each mod. Wait, oops. Oops, wrong button. I caught him. Wrong button. But yeah, the default sounds, they are by each mod. Up until the high horsepower engines, like the 700. I put on the wrong indicator as well. Oh, no, that's that, so yeah, the higher horsepower engines do not have the push box time, but other than that, the truck is pretty decent. Honestly, it's a very good model. Everybody seems to love it. It's quite popular. I was having issues with it. It was crashing my game because it needs to be very high in the non-load order. It has issues, well, for me it was having issues with Schumer FOV and the file that's FAEL environment mods. It needs to be above these graphic mods, and there's an add-on for this truck that allows you to work with the Schumer FOV mod. It needs to be above that as well, but it does need to be quite high priority. Normally when I'm doing my mod listings, I put truck mods somewhere at the bottom of the list, so that is what was responsible for the crash. Unfortunately, it took me having to remove my entire, I literally took off all of my mods and did add a few mods at a time and wait until it crashed technique in order for me to realize what was responsible, which didn't really have to go through all of that, because if I had just paid attention to what the description of the mod says on the Steam Workshop, it does clearly state that graphic mods may cause crashing, and the solve for that is simply to put it at the top. So, okay, controllers. Well, it's not having a very good time. Having a good time at all. I use a PS5 controller, but it was a used one I got off of eBay. But I don't think the used part is the reason why I have issues with it. I think it's because it was one of the first batch of those PlayStation controllers that had the stick drift issues. So I've had it for about a year more now, and within the first 3 or 4 months, it had stick drift already. And well, since then I've just kind of lived with it rather than buy out the controller. I had my eyes kind of set on a Thrustmaster controller, the ones with the swappable joysticks, for a while, but never did buy them. It's kind of hard for me to warrant buying another controller since this one is still working and it's not like unusable. And whereas I got this off eBay for like 30 USD, Thrustmaster controller is like 150 USD. So, okay, yeah, let's not take corners like that. Let's try and slow down a bit more. That could have gone very bad. I feel like realistic truck physics was updated or something, because I've taken that particular corner before this, when I was doing this particular trip before, and then realized maybe I shouldn't still make a video. And I didn't wobble like that before, but you know, I guess sometimes that happens. Another thing for a truck sim that I've always wanted is track IR, but again, warranting to purchase. I currently have a system of track IR involving my camera, like my webcam, and two programs actually, and it works. As you can see, it's not as smooth or as nice as actual track IR like you would see on. I think I have to, actually no, I don't have to stop here because there's enough space for me past the intersection, I believe, but I believe the other cars. This junction seems kind of weird to me, because yeah, they have to do that. They like, some have to stop before the intersection while others continue. I mean, maybe it's not that weird. Maybe it's a common occurrence in here. Where I live, there haven't been much lights set up yet. I'm watching while I'm already in the middle of the intersection. Stupid. Yeah, I hope whoever's watching had a good day, or I hope you're gonna have a good day, like, or you're in the middle of your day and decided to doom scroll on YouTube. That's how most of my videos are. Doom scroll. Okay, let's drive on this road for the third time. I drove on this road the first time, but I was like, you know, wait. This may not be, see that gas station, right? I was on Steam, like, opening Eurotrip today, and you know they always have to develop a broadcast, and the developer broadcast was them parked in a man truck in front of a gas station with those colors. It may not have been the same gas station, but it was definitely one with those colors. So it's amazing to me. I'm just gonna continue to break the speed limit through this particular section, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna go back up to 70 again, and I got a controller, I don't got pedals, bro. Well, it senses speed in these games is broken. I'm supposed to be feeling like I'm going much faster. Jeez. Controller! Just, well, okay. This did not cause a grave accident. Speed's not decreasing. Okay, fine. I'll abide by the laws of the road. You're still here? Third time I'm passing here and you're still plowing it? As soon as I drop Whatever. It's a truck sim game, not Need for Speed. The comments would say if I had any. Could I please stop the wobbling? It's crazy. I mean, sometimes you want to have a unique perspective, a unique, somewhat realistic sitting position, which I think what a Volvo this is it, basically. Based off of what I saw online. This is kind of how you sit. That's how much view of the steering wheel you usually have. In this particular truck, the windscreen isn't that much, and like, I look up, that's where it ends. All of that. Everything's kind of nearby. Okay, let's pull in here. I did not need to brake that much. Or did I? Probably going too fast for taking a corner. Like that. Most likely. Sup, dude? Well, or do that, or whoever you are. Okay. Oh wait, you're going for an overtake. Let's see how the AI does. See that? Like, the AI overtaking, they never did that before, so when SES added that, I was like, oh, that's cool. But sometimes they just don't know what they're doing. Like, all of a sudden the speed limit's 50, so now they won't overtake. When, of course, in a real-life situation, if you were actually driving, you would finish the overtake. Or you would not have started the overtake if you saw a hill approaching, because that could have been very bad. But no, they just try to do the overtake, and then you increase in speed by like 1 kilometer, and then they just halt in the middle of the opposing lane, as if that's better than just completing the overtake. They're almost done. It's crazy. That pathing needs to be ironed out. But then it could also be where I am, since I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the AI pathing for this game all has to do with the map itself. So if you're driving in one of the older sections of the game, then the AI may not behave as well as if you're driving in one of the newer DLC areas. And I'm pretty sure this is one of the older areas, looking at the textures. Be able to finish this journey without refueling. So wobbly. I really want to wheel too. I basically want everything, but I'm not always justify buying everything, since I work, but I don't work for that much. Got other responsibilities, so when you have a somewhat extended family, you're the only breadwinner, you can't really justify spending 200 US on a Wii U. Unless I got some kind of crazy steal off eBay. Which, I guess they are crazy steals off eBay. So I believe, wait, didn't that sign say go? No, left is X'd off because it's either not there or a DLC that I don't have, which I think there are about 2 DLCs I don't have. But forward is pretty much. Oh, another thing with the truck I forgot to show is if you press the information button, I have mine set to Z on my keyboard, you can go through some different screens on the GPS. So there's the passenger side camera, which I find is cool. Then there's like decorations, like there's a media screen, there's a, I'm trying to use my hand, there's a, just put on my cruise control, Wrong button. Yeah, there's a media screen, and then there's like blank, and then there is back to the GPS. So I find that cool as well. I'm gonna take off that. Get to the other lane because that's where I'm supposed to be legally. Get up to speed, but I think I'm gonna have to turn off of this particular freeway. Soon. Also, sometimes the AI I find gets like scared. So, you know, if you just get a little bit too close to like the center line, they think you're gonna go over into their lane, and they just stop. But I mean, actually no, I gotta go straight. The highway itself curves. Yeah, I don't need to come off of this. It's interesting how the GPS didn't tell me to. Oh, because I didn't need to. That's why. It's like it didn't tell me to go over lanes because you don't have to. You can stay in the lane where you are. Which I already did, but no, it merges into one lane, so slow down a bit to let this car in. Get into the corner. Whoa. No, there was definitely an update of some kind to the physics mod because this truck feels different. We're not really back on the freeway. We were always on the freeway. Passing a harvester there. Farming simulator on my wish list. Hope to play it sometime. It's either money coming in or money going. I don't have any drivers, so it's definitely money going. Loan payments. I didn't even realize how fast I was driving. Breaking the speed limit and everything. I don't know which I prefer. I prefer controller for analog brake and input, and the auto center kind of feels more like a real steering wheel, but other than that, the steering in general always feels a little janky to me. And it could just be my settings. I haven't been able to find them. A lot of people give you settings about like buttons and all of that, but they don't really give you settings for like what your sensitivity should be like and all of that. And also, I tend to experience difficulty locking my steering at higher speeds, like getting the full degree of rotation at a higher speed. I have to basically come to a complete stop to get the rest of the degrees of rotation. Which is fine for corners, but sometimes makes it difficult to steer. When in reality, you should be able to turn your steering wheel, but I'm unable to. Because I can't. Slow your roll there, buddy. Tolls, speed tolls, or tolls of speed, whichever you want to call it. Okay, so we're approaching our delivery location here. We're about to get to it here. Budapest. Just gotta turn off according to sign. And I'm right on the edge there. Yeah, I control over the fact that I could have control of how much I'm gassing, but before I used to play with keyboard. What? Keyboard? Okay. Keyboard and mouse. And I didn't have the analog inputs for the gas and the brake, but I did have that control over the steering wheel with the mouse. I never used the keyboard to steer. I always found that weird. But I did use the, honestly, using the keyboard to steer almost feels like the same as using the controller because it just is janky to me. And taking off the auto center does not help. That just makes it worse. But then again, it's coming from a guy using a controller with stick drift. So maybe it's a hardware problem more than a settings issue. Says good. That's absolutely probably not how you say that. But I butchered it anyway. I'm gonna really use my engine brake because the engine brake doesn't really sound like much of anything. It's like to get full rotation, I have to be at that speed, which is not bad because I mean, you really don't want to be taking corners at high speed anyway. But like if I wanted to kind of live dangerously, drive out into that intersection and just full right, and that would not have worked. It would not have worked at all. It would have been disastrous for me if I had done that. Okay. So we are pulling up to Budapest here, driving at granny speed to probably have the people behind angry. No tell. Oh, you see what I was talking about? I didn't even notice when the speed limit changed. And then, they have a speed trap. Euro Truck Simulator always gets you with that. It always gets me with that. Every single time. Road up. Yep, old traffic lights, old texture. Why are you on me back? Don't I have a sign that I use air brakes speed 15 years back? Something? It's crazy. I just took off my indicator. That's nice. Again, pressing the wrong buttons. See, I'm struggling to, like, you saw how that rotated, right? I had my controller fully pushed to the right for that to happen. At that speed. And it ain't sensitivity. Either way, let's bring this in. Where is the delivery location? Oh, okay. I couldn't see it for a second. Alright, let's bring this to the right. Bring it all around. I'm talking like if I know how to set up a... Whoa! Gate. I did not expect that to whip like that. I don't know why it didn't. Okay, I'm still too far. I gotta get in closer. This is not an articulated trailer by any means, but it's got steerable axles. Okay, let's see if I can even figure my way around this joint. My window down. I'm gonna have to stick my head out. Alright, we're gonna have to back this up. Actually, if I kind of just look for it, I'm gonna street myself. Oh, there is somewhat articulated. Okay, this is gonna be a pain to reverse. Let's try it on. What angle the trailer is at on the recall. So we're gonna go back a little bit. Let's try and use the so I can see my feet on this. Okay, wait. No, it's not the direction I want to. Like, you see how long it takes for it to turn? Jesus. I don't know what Jesus has to do with it, but seriously. Gimmicks backing things up. I have to basically stop so that I can get it to adjust the way I want it to. I don't even know if I'm doing the right adjustment. Nice. Okay, let's try and bring the truck around now. No way I got that good. Hold on, brake. I mean, it isn't actually in the center, but it's fine. It's not centered, but who cares? It's somewhat straight. It's straight, okay? It's important. That's what's most important. I parked right. Oh man, nice. So we are now level 6. So we're now at the level where I would have been able to purchase this truck from, you know, the Volvo dealership. Seems like our money remained the same, which means I'm pretty sure our loan payment was basically the amount of money, well, roughly $3,000 less than what we made on the journey. I haven't paid for fuel. I'm gonna have to refuel. Fuel is about $1,000, so we didn't make a lot of money profit-wise from this journey, but we didn't get some experience and get a skill point, which will prove useful in getting further jobs. I guess for the future episode, we can probably just take a little peek at what else is available here in Budapest. I do not want to go back to the place where I just came. I am interested in money, but I'm also interested in driving in places I haven't seen. So here we have a job for basically even less money than the last one, but less distance. And it's going from Budapest in Hungary to, I'm not even going to try to say the name of that location, in Romania. So hopefully that's where we'll be going next time. It all depends between how much time passes between the end of this recording and when I make the other one. Because me and Eurotruck and trucks and mods, we could be driving something totally different by then. Or I could be bankrupt and starting yet another new profile. Either way, I hope you enjoyed much of this video you even looked at. And yeah, goodbye.